When switching over from console to PC, is it important to have a good gaming mouse? Let me know in the comments below. Today, we're going to unbox the Logitech G502 and see if it improves my gaming. What's up, everybody? I am TIE Fighter X1, and thank you so much for checking out this video. Today, we're going to unbox the Logitech G502 and try it out. It's the first gaming mouse I've ever purchased. Why is it the first gaming mouse I've ever purchased? Well, that's because I've been an avid console gamer for 30 years. I recently decided to take the plunge and get into PC gaming, and why, you may ask. And that's mainly because of the variety of games that are on PC. I still plan on playing my consoles. I wanted to give PC a chance, though, and to give PC a chance, I had to get a decent mouse. Currently, I'm using the M275, also by Logitech, but it's a cheap plastic wireless mouse that came in a keyboard combo. It gets the job done. It browses websites fine, but it's not great for gaming. So because of that, I went and bought the G502, and I purchased this. I'm not sponsored by Logitech. This is strictly a TIE Fighter X1 review. So yeah, let's go ahead and start unboxing the mouse, shall we? All right, so the first thing I did was I got some of the things in my way out of my way. I got my chair out of the way. I've got more room. I can talk freely now. So yeah, so the first thing I want to say is the box, like the reflective G502 on the box. When the light hits it, it's just beautiful, like very pretty. And it does it on the Logitech as well. It would have been nice if they would have put like the reflective right here on the RGB part of the mouse. That would have been a cool, nice finish, but not a big deal. Center box. All right, so let's open the box. And it comes in this plastic case. Oh, and right off the back, you can see that it's got a beautiful, I don't know if you can see it in the plastic, it's got a beautiful braided USB cable. So I like that already. So, typical plastic, covering. Got some pretty good weight to it already. I don't know what this piece, inside you have an instruction booklet. You have this piece, which I'm pretty sure is your weights. I'll have to open that in just a second. Get this out of the way. So yeah, it looks like this beautiful braid. Beautiful braid on the USB cable. Like, really nice. And it's got some Velcro to kind of keep the extra slack out of the way. And then itself, let's see, you've got your right click, your left click, your scroll wheel. Your scroll wheel goes right and left, I believe. Yep. Clicks. Oh my god, so smooth. That's very smooth. G9, I'm not sure what that does yet. Oh. And there's a scroll wheel lock. And it works. It stops it on the money. That's awesome. G8, G7 on the side. I'm not sure what that might just be RGBs. Got a button here, G5, G4. Let's plug it in. So first, before we plug it in, I forgot to show you this. So this was indeed your weights. It's a very simple little plastic case that holds them. You have all of your weights inside. And here on the bottom, this piece is it's just the bottom of the mouse, and it's just magnetic. So yeah, it's just magnetic. It's a very strong magnet. You don't have to worry about it coming loose. Like you have to really kind of force it off. But then your weights would just go inside of there. Hey, real quick, before you plug in your mouse, register your product. The serial tag for your mouse is next to the plug that plugs into your computer. So if you forget to register it before you plug it in, then you have to either, if you plugged it in the front, you're okay. But if you didn't, if you plugged it in the back to get it out of the way, you have to be like me. You have to climb under your desk, take a picture of the serial tag with your phone, climb back out from your desk, and then look at your phone sideways and trying to insert it in. It's not fun. I got it done, but just a heads up. Save yourself the hassle and the headache. Get your product registered before you plug it in. All right, I got my chair back. I am about to install the software. And the first thing that I have noticed is just how much quicker my mouse moves. My mouse, like getting up to, so I have my computer set up to where I go up on each monitor to switch desktops, and it's a breeze now. Earlier, I had to like move my hand a bunch. This is just a little flick of the wrist, and it moves so much quicker. It's phenomenal. By default, the LED, if you can see, is just switching between different colors. So that's nice. Little subtle things, All right, so I did some research, and from what I read, either one of these would work. But it seems that Logitech gaming software, zoom in just a little bit, either one would work, but gaming software seems to be more reliable than G-Hub. So I'm going to go ahead and install the gaming software first. I already downloaded it. Open it. Oh, it's already open. There it is. So it's right here. Congratulations on joining the Logitech G team. This software will enhance your new Logitech G gaming gear. To begin installation, press the next button. By clicking next, you agree that you have read and accept Logitech's EULA. So let's just get that installed. And while that does, I'm just going to go ahead and register. Earlier in my younger years, I never registered things, but as I got older, I realized that it's pretty important to do that. So we're going to go ahead and register as well. All right, so I got registered. I got my warranty information set up. A 3-year warranty on this mouse, which is phenomenal. I love that. The software has also installed. However, it wants us to restart our computer. So we're going to restart our computer, and then we'll be right back. All right, and we installed the software, and now we're back. I moved my camera just so you can get a better look at the mouse and the different buttons. So the first thing I noticed as soon as we installed it is it recognized my C920, which is pretty cool. It has the same filters as usual, same settings, and but it also has 3 new filters that I don't remember seeing in the Logitech Capture software. That's zombie, cartoon, and sickness. So I have to play around with that one day to kind of see what that is. So as far as the mouse, there's 2 different setups. You have automatic game detection and onboard memory. Onboard memory allows you to program whatever you want on these profile buttons. There's 3 profiles that are on the mouse. Or you can use automatic game detection. If you have automatic game detection turned on, when you go to program, you can search for a game that you have by clicking scan for new games. So it's that button right there. It looks through your games for known profiles. It automatically found PUBG. And then it also asked if I want to enable and enhance integrations for Counter-Strike Global. I'll click yes. You have another install. We'll let that do that in the background. However, PUBG has its own profile, and this is the profile it uses for that. Now remember, you can also use onboard memory. And when you do that, you can program all of these for up to 3 profiles, which is pretty cool. So these are all your buttons, right? Your DPI down, your DPI shift, your DPI up. So on the mouse itself, your DPI up is here, your down is here, your shift is here, and that just changes your DPI. If you hold it, it changes it. I'm sorry. Otherwise, you would click it, and it would change it. And then you have your regular left button, your right button. You have a scroll lock here. So it's locked right now. And there it is not locked. And you can see it's still spinning. It's got a pretty free bearing that allows it to move pretty freely. Pretty nice. This button changes your profile right behind the scroll lock button. Scroll lock, and this is your profile button. And as you switch, you can see the lights changing, telling you which profile you're on, as well as the RGB is switching because each profile has a different setting for its RGBs. So profile 1 is pretty simple. You have all your DPI settings as well. 2 looks pretty similar, but it changes the DPI settings by default. You start at 400, as here you started at 1200. You only went up to 2400. Here you went up to 6400. And profile 3 currently out of default looks like it's for, everyday gaming, or not everyday gaming, I'm sorry, everyday computer usage. So these buttons change from DPI to copy, paste, and then you have a shift button. When you shift, a lot of the buttons change. This is now cut. DPI up is now undo. Next tab in browser, Control T. Previous tab in browser, restore your default zoom, which is Control 0. Control Shift T, Control F4. That's kind of cool. All right, so currently I'm at 400. If you watch my hand move, you see how much it takes for me to get all the way from the left side of the screen all the way back to the right. Now, if we hold or we don't even have to hold it. We just push up. Now we're at 800. And it's a little bit less. 1600. A lot quicker. Double the speed. Imagine that. 24. And then 92. Wow. Look at that. My hand is barely moving. Now, if we take that 92, just for fun, go all the way to 16,000. And you will see I'm moving slow. However, you can see that my hand is hardly moving at all. Look at that. That's what DPI does. I learned something new today. Now, if you have a default or shift, you have something set to shift. This 400 is shift. And it automatically goes to 400 while you hold shift down. But as soon as you let go, it's all over the place again. It's at 16,000. Let's restore defaults. So that's kind of cool. Real quick, you can go through your different profiles and change your lighting. You can do just your DPI, just your logo, and change it from 3 different settings: fixed color, color cycle, and breathing effect. Fixed color is always on. Color cycle cycles through all of them. And breathing effect allows you to pick a color and it will kind of breathe life into the light. You can change the rate of when it changes as well. It's a lot quicker now. Some of the RGBs I was upset with. They don't show up very clearly. Yellow is more of a, you can't see this on the camera, but it's more of a lemon lime. It doesn't match the software at all. Pink and purple are very similar. Once again, you can't really see it on camera. So the RGB lighting needs some work. Other than that, you can turn on a sleep timer if you want, and you can also sync it to your headphones, different audio, your keyboard. It's kind of cool. This is also pretty cool. It's if you start a game, you can actually assign one of these buttons to be your record button, and it will record exactly how many times and how long you've clicked each button in that game, or if you're even just browsing the internet if you wanted to. So it's really simple to do this as well. You would just press play. And then we'll stop it. And right now, this is showing you which keys I pushed the most. So 8 times is red, with blue being 3 times. And this is how long I pushed each button. So red being 5.39 seconds and blue being 0.18 seconds. Really cool. Lets you kind of see what you did on a specific game you might have been playing. I have not looked into what this Overwolf software is. And then you have, just your regular settings you can kind of go through. So there you have it, guys. That's my unboxing of the Logitech G502. Overall, I think this is a great upgrade for what I was using prior to this little plastic paperweight. It's going to help me. I haven't even used it yet in a game, but it's going to help me tremendously. It's going to be tenfold. The pros of this mouse, the DPI settings, being able to adjust those on the fly is really freaking cool. The weight of this, I went ahead and added all of the weight to it because I feel like it'll be a lot easier for me to get acquainted with a new mouse with a ton of weight and then take some of that weight out if I feel like it's too much than it would be to go weightless and then try to add weight as I go in. Just went ahead and added all the weight. We'll take it out as needed, but I don't think it's going to. It feels really good with how heavy it is currently. The scroll wheel and the scroll lock, super nice. I love the scroll wheel, the freeing sound of that bearing just moving as I scroll. It's music to my ears. The game profiles versus the onboard memory of the games you actually already have installed. It already knew I had PUBG installed. It selected that profile. I can edit it however I want to, but it's already there for me. That's pretty freaking cool. The downfall of this mouse, honestly, the only one I can think of is it's wired. But I got this for a little bit over $50. I would have had to pay an extra $100 for the wireless technology. For my first gaming mouse, I'm okay with it being wired. The only other thing is the RGB lights. I didn't like the fact that the yellow, the pink, and the purple, they didn't really show up well. But I can deal with it. I'm not going to use those colors anyway, so it's not a game changer for me. But if somebody likes pink and they want to put pink on their mouse, I wouldn't recommend the RGB setting on this particular mouse for pink. That's it. Overall, super duper improvement over my current mouse. The Logitech G502 was voted one of the best mice of 2019 for gaming. And at a just over $50 price point, there's no reason that you shouldn't try this mouse. If you're interested in buying this mouse, I do have a link down below. Hopefully some of this information was informative for you. If so, click the like button down below. If you want to get notified when I go live with other videos in the future, click the subscribe button and then ring the bell so you can get notified of that. If this video was extremely long and didn't really give you any information because you've been in the PC world for a long time, thank you so much for watching this through. If you don't agree with the Logitech G502, comment below and tell me what your favorite gaming mouse is and why it's better than the competition. Also, coming soon to my YouTube channel, there's going to be a new series called the Triple S series. It's going to be a place where I interview smaller streamers and I watch them grow as I interview them every 3 months, and I see the progression as I interview them and look at their channels to see how much they grow as a streamer. If you're a fan of watching people stream, I also stream on Twitch. You can catch me at twitch.tv/TIEFighterX1, the same as this channel. I'm a variety streamer. I stream a bunch of different things. Sometimes I just go into just chatting. So any questions you have, please come over. I can talk to you there, or you can comment the questions down below. I can answer them as well. I look forward to chatting with you there. The best time to catch me on Twitch really depends on the week until I get my schedule set. You can find out my schedule for the week on Twitter. So if you follow me on Twitter at TIEFighterX1, you'll see my Twitch schedule there as well. Mm.